I know what I'm going to say right now is really going to piss you off as a Christian, but then again, I have to say it. I have to tell you the truth. You have to be aware of this thing that I'm about to say. Despite you are going to get angry, it does not stop me from telling you the truth, telling you what I want to tell you. Listen, let me tell you something as a Christian. The most useless thing you can ever believe on in 2025, the most useless thing that you will ever believe that it works in 2025 as a Christian is speaking in tongues. Speaking in tongues is one of the most useless things that Christians practice that does not make sense, and it will never make sense. How can you be speaking in a language that the person behind you, the person close to you cannot understand it? That somebody cannot interpret. Somebody cannot even understand you. Somebody that is close to you while you are speaking in tongues cannot even understand the language you are saying. Speaking in tongues is not a heavenly language. Speaking in tongues does not make sense. Speaking in tongues is just you saying out the rubbish that you imagined in your brain. Speaking in tongues is just you opening your mouth to say the trash that you imagined in your brain. And you feel like when you speak it, God is going to hear your voice, or when you speak it, you are going to bring down heaven. It's a lie. Speaking in tongues is just you saying trash, nonsense that does not make sense. Even they had God to understand the rubbish where you talk. Mali brada zunderebo sharaba sharaba. What does it mean? What is the biblical meaning? What is the English meaning? The person that is supposed to interpret it, how will the person interpret it so that the next people will understand the kind of prayer you are praying to God? For crying out loud, speaking in tongues does not make sense in 2025. If you still believe that you will speak in tongues and things will change in your life, you are just a useless person. You are just a foolish person. It's better you open your mouth and tell God west to west what you want God to do for you than adding speaking in tongues. Your pastors are so stupid when I watch them speak in tongues. Oga, what are you saying? You come out and tell me that is a heavenly language. A heavenly language that I cannot understand what you are saying. A heavenly language that comes with trash that you are saying from your mouth. Come on, scrap it. Scrap that nonsense. Now, let me take you to a chapter that explains speaking in tongues very well. Open your Bible to 1 Corinthians 14, 26. 14 verse 26. Read it down. Don't read that chapter with sentiment. Don't read that chapter with, let's pamper the words of God. No! Read it the way you are seeing it. 26 said, what then shall we say, brothers and sisters, when you come together? Each of you have your hymn, or a word of instruction, a revelation, a tongue, or an interpretation. Everything must be done so that the church may be built up. Let's go to 27. If anyone speaks in a tongue, 2 or at most 3 people should speak, one at a time, and someone must interpret. Someone must interpret. Someone must interpret. Make sure you have somebody to interpret that nonsense that comes out from your mouth that you call it speaking in tongues, so that 2 or 3 people will understand the rubbish you are saying in that you're speaking in tongues. 28 says, if there is no interpreter, the speaker should keep quiet in the church and speak to himself and to God. You see that nonsense in a swear in a church, in a madononte. Take your time and read this chapter. If there is no interpreter, if there is nobody to interpret that speaking in tongues, make sure no get. Tell your pastor to shut the fuck up. If he does not have anybody to interpret the rubbish he's saying, take your time and go through the chapter so that you will understand that you have been saying trash all this while, thinking you are speaking in a language that God will understand, thinking you are speaking in a heavenly tongue. Pity yourself, because most of you Christians are dumb and you people like sentiment. what you are saying and you call it speaking in tongues, 2 or 3 people cannot understand it, just keep quiet in that church and sit down. If the nonsense your pastor is speaking, he doesn't have anybody to interpret it, please tell your pastor to shut up, that he's saying trash. Speaking in tongues is not a heavenly language. It's just you saying the trash that comes out from your brain or the trash that you imagined. You understand me now? Shalom.